Despite being in really mixed form, we go into today's episode inside the playoffs. Hello and welcome to episode 46 of Rebuilding Derby. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got two games for you in the EFL Championship. We are at home to Preston and then at home to Reading. Since you were last with me, we've been in really mixed form. We have lost at home to Bournemouth 3-0. We then played a friendly against Loughborough and won 7-0 just to try and get some confidence going, which worked briefly. We beat Coventry 4-1 and Fulham 3-1 before losing 3-1 away at Burnley, and in our most recent match we threw away a lead in the last few minutes by conceding a penalty against bottom of the league Wigan. And so we go into today's game with Preston needing a win, but inside the playoff positions, as you saw on the league table. So let's get into the first match of the episode, and let's go and play Preston. Okay, so this is the team for the home game against Preston. It is Joe Lumley in goal. Back four of Tom Hamer, Curtis Nelson, Luke Wolfenden and Archie Brown. Sir Conor Murphy at the base of midfield, Jason Knight and Max Bird ahead of him, Joel Bottrell on the right wing, Daniel Okachukwu on the left, Tyrese John Jules up front. Let's get into the match and see if we can grab a win. Okay, the team talk. So I agree with the assistant, we are favourites. Go out there and make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. So we'll pump the fists and say that, really get them going. It's motivated a couple of them, which is no bad thing. So let's kick the match off and get into it. So it's Preston with the ball to start with, keeping it nicely on halfway. It's back with Bauer into Campbell, Coney to Simons, who goes down the right wing, finds Bayliss. His cross is blocked and it's out for a corner. So Preston with the first corner of the game, an out swinger by Simons, and it's headed away. Bottrell should pick this up, he does. The attempt to bring him down is unsuccessful, so he runs out to the left wing, finds Max Bird. Pass is charged down and the highlight ends. So we'll hit them with a demand more. We should win this game and should win it comfortably. So let's hit them with a demand more. Campbell goes backwards, finds Hawes. Simons goes long and our keeper makes the save. Hamer puts it out for a corner. We are actually second best at the moment, it has to be said. Simons with the in-swinging corner, and Joe Lumley has it. Highlight ends. It's a Derby free kick. Okachukwu, and Bottrell's header is off target and it's out for a goal kick. So hit them with a demand more again. We absolutely should be winning this game, but Preston are having much the better of it so far. And it's Wallace with the Preston throw, gives it to Campbell. Wallace gets it back, goes down the left flank. Now we have it back. Bottrell to John Jules, who goes wide left for Okachukwu. And he goes back for Max Bird. Okachukwu has it. Gives it to John Jules, who puts it in the back of the net, and it is Derby. No, it's not Derby County 1, Preston 0, because it's disallowed. It is the most marginal offside, but he is offside, so we'll allow it. Okay. Demand more again. We should be winning this one. but our XG is atrocious at the minute. Free kick, Max Hamer to Knight. Nelson goes back to the goalkeeper, Joe Lumley. Forward to Wolfenden, who passes to Bird. Knight, and it's saved. Away for a corner. In swinging corner from Okachukwu. And it's headed away, but Murphy will collect. Gives it to Brown. Down the left hand side. Charge down for a corner. And it'll be an in swinging corner from Knight. Into the middle. The header is over and wide. Very disappointed with that. I think we're going to need to make some changes at half time. Murphy to Wolfenden. Max Bird. His pass is intercepted and Preston come again. But they've got it on halfway. Simons goes backwards to Edwards. And they've managed to beat the press and they're in, but the pass is intercepted. It's all the way back to the goalkeeper Lumley, who gives it to Wolfenden. Nelson to Knight. Wide to Hamer. Bottrell with the ball over the top for John Jules. John Jules has hit the post. And that really should have been the opening goal for Derby. Not quite sure. It's a corner. Knight with the in-swinger. Headed away. Wolfenden should collect and does. Gives it to Brown. Wolfenden gets it back, gives it to Bird. It's on halfway. It's given away. And Preston will come again. But it's intercepted and headed back to Lumley. 1 added minute signalled and we're in that already. Lumley launches it. And John Jules has turned his man but can't beat the goalkeeper. And Preston get it clear. But it's coming straight back at them through Hamer and Bird. Okachukwu goes backwards. Brown to Bird. Bird over the top for Knight. Knight's shot is saved by Oxborough. And it's a corner. It'll be the last action of the first half. Okachukwu with it. Header hits the crossbar and it's cleared. And that is the end of the first half. Disappointing. Much better is needed, even though we're far ahead on XG now. So let's thrash the arms. Far from pleased. Tom Hamer is not happy. He's going to be coming off anyway. So we'll put Jellyman on at right back. And also Brown for Wilson Esbrand. So we'll change both the fullbacks, leave the third substitution for later on in the second half. Let's get back out there and try and win the game, so we'll hit them with a demand more immediately. It's John Jules to Murphy, to Nelson, to Knight, Murphy to Nelson. Nelson runs over halfway, plays it through to Bottrell. Knight gives it to Jellyman, but it's out for a throw-in. And the highlight ends. Preston come again. And there is a tackle, but it doesn't win the ball. And Jellyman is beaten all too easily there. And Tom Bayliss puts Preston ahead. We have been absolutely awful today. So we're going to demand more as soon as we possibly can. Let's just make sure of the with a completely blank slate, that's fine. So Wolfenden over halfway, Bird wide to Bottrell. Bottrell's shot is tipped wide for a corner. Wolfenden needs to come off, so he's going to be the final sub. We don't have a centre back on the bench, so Regan Slater's going to have to go into the back four. And we're going to need to demand more again. Preston with a corner, and it's still bobbling around, and Preston have it on the edge of the area. Go out wide left, and Lunderloo. Hawes back to Wallace, into Campbell, who plays it to Bayliss, who hits the side netting, and that's the end of that highlight. Hit them with a demand more. We are on positive. I'm wondering about going attacking. Probably not yet. Still got half an hour to go. Wallace to Hawes, to Bauer, to Campbell. Preston are dominating this game. This is deeply worrying at this stage, given the form we're in. Bauer chips it out wide to Bayliss, back into Simons. Bayliss over the top, and the shot is saved and cleared. And we've lost the ball. No, we've won it back. Okachukwu has it, gives it to John Jules, gives it to Knight, gets it back. Bird into John Jules again. John Jules is very deep. Bird goes wide left for Wilson Esbrand, who crosses. The header is into the side netting. We're absolutely not going to win this game if we don't start hitting the target. Well, we're not going to win it anyway. At most we'll get a draw out of this. We've changed 3 of the back 4, so we've no subs left. And it's Preston on the attack again. They thoroughly deserve to win this game. Bayliss evades the sliding challenge, gets his cross in, and Lunderloo's header is straight at Lumley. And it's no highlights forthcoming at the moment. I think time to go attacking now. Let's do that. And we do win the tackle, but don't get the ball. Or don't get to keep the ball, I should say. The header is straight at Lumley. And we need to try and get on the attack very quickly now, to try and at least get something out of the game. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. We have demanded more, but it doesn't seem to be having any impact whatsoever. 5 added minutes. Oxborough with the goal kick for Preston. Nelson to Knight to Jellyman. Ball's given away. We've been so sloppy in possession today. Campbell over the top. Nelson heads it down. Murphy to John Jules. Bird over the top, but his pass is off target. Spence is able to comfortably give it back to his goalkeeper, who launches it long. It's coming straight back at them, but not with enough urgency for my liking. And again it's given away. But it ends up with Joe Lumley, our goalkeeper, who goes short to Wilson Esbrand. Plays it through to Bird. Okachukwu over the top. Knight is in. Finish it. He does. Is 1-1. Still 4 added minutes left. Has the momentum shifted enough for us to think about claiming a winner? We're going to demand more. And it's Edwards back to his goalkeeper, Oxborough. Oxborough goes long. If we win this back and get it forward quickly enough, we could be in with a chance. Wilson Esbrand into John Jules. Winner! Yes! Derby County 2. Preston North End 1. We've turned it around in stoppage time. After the heart rate last time out, we get a winner this time. Surely this time we can hold on with less than a minute to go. Bayliss is trying to change that. He crosses. It's spilt by the goalkeeper but hammered away. John Jules to Knight. To Bottrell. To Jellyman. Knight, we're just keeping the ball, which is absolutely the right thing to do. Knight has it. Gives it to Bottrell, who goes for an ambitious pass. Finds his man, but the shot is saved easily and he's offside anyway. We're well past the 5 added minutes now. Knight has it but passes off target, and that is the final whistle. So it is Derby County 2, Preston North End 1, and I will see you again in a moment. Time now for the second match of today's episode as we face Reading at home. And the team for that match is Joe Lumley in goal, back four of Curtis Nelson, Rhys Williams, Luke Wolfenden and Archie Brown. Conor Murphy is at the base of midfield with Jason Knight and Max Bird ahead of him, Tyrese John Jules on the right wing, Daniel Okachukwu on the left and Adamipu Ojibeko up front. Let's submit the team and get into the team talk. So I'm going to pump the fists and tell the lads we're favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. And let's kick the match off and see if we can go and grab the win that's going to cement our playoff position. And it's Reading with the ball at the moment, knocking it around nicely. Viner through to Akpom. Goes right to Shakespeare, who loses out to Okachukwu. It's out for a throw-in, and the highlight ends. So let's demand more. Reading are just below us, so it's not an easy game, but a win would be absolutely massive, as it would create a big gap to the teams just outside the playoffs. And still we can't seem to get it clear. McManaman, and it's Lance Shakespeare gives Reading the lead. So things are definitely not going to plan in this game. 15 minutes gone. Derby 0, Reading 1. Demand more. Nelson and Knight are both having poor games so far. Brown gives it to Ojibeko. He's in. Played back. We do get the corner out of it. And it's going to be an in-swinging corner from Okachukwu. It's headed away. And that highlight does end. So that drops us out of the playoff positions and into 8th. So we need a demand more. We haven't been in the game so far. It's another Reading highlight. It's a corner. Headed away, but it's a penalty. It's a shove on O'Shea by Murphy apparently. And it's Ronan with the penalty. He puts it away. It's Derby County 0, Reading 2, Connor Ronan. And yeah, we are in all kinds of trouble. The commentator's absolutely spot on with that assessment. So we need to demand more and look at what we're going to do to get out of it. There are so many candidates for taking off at half time. So it's Okachukwu, Bird to Brown. And John Jules' header is off target. We are just not in this game at all at the moment. Nelson at right back is having a nightmare. I'm hoping we can get to half time 2-0 down at worst. And then we can look to make some changes and try and force our way back into the game. A draw seems a long way off at this stage, but that's got to be the target. I don't think a win from here is a realistic aim, but we're going to have a go and try and get a point. But that is well off target, passing to Okachukwu. It's Brown into Bird, Okachukwu to Ojibeko, gives it to Brown. Finds Ojibeko, and it doesn't go in, but it was a good effort. We do finally have a shot on target, but Reading come again. Ronan on the right with a deep cross, headed down. Ronan shoots and Lumley makes the save. Nelson is definitely going to have to come off at half time, as is Murphy, I think. So we're going to have to make 2 changes at half time. Ojibeko makes a run down the left, plays it to Bird, to Murphy, and the highlight ends. We're just nowhere near it in that first half, I'm afraid. So we're going to thrash the arms. You're much better than this. And let's make a couple of changes. So Curtis Nelson off for Jordan Jellyman. Not the ideal change, but we have no choice. And let's get Connor Murphy off. He's the other one who isn't anywhere close to where we need him to be. Put Max Bird into defensive midfield. Connor Murphy can come off. And I'm really not sure what we're going to do here. They're recommending Bottrell. I don't think that's the right answer. I'm thinking Connor Chaplin. And then we maybe try Okachukwu in there for Chaplin. He actually is even worse, so we'll put Okachukwu back where he should be. And I think we're going to have to go with that. So we'll proceed into the second half. Start the second half. We're going to go attacking. There's no point dying wondering on this one. So Wolfenden to Chaplin, who's playing in midfield. Back with Brown, who goes long. And it's Cochrane back to his goalkeeper Pears. And the highlight ends. We have been so far off the pace and we're not getting any closer. Demand more again. Ronan with the corner. And it's in the back of the net. Dara O'Shea makes it Derby 0, Reading 3. And that is game over. Okachukwu needs to come off for Joe Gelhart, I think. So we'll bring Gelhart on. I mean, we're absolutely... the game's gone at this point. There's no chance of a comeback. Pears launches it and it's headed down. Ronan is in, but his shot is held onto by Lumley. It's about the only thing he's caught all day. And McManaman through to Ronan. The defence has just parted like the Red Sea again, and Morgan should have scored there but didn't. The sub is made, Gelhardt is on. Let's demand more. Bird, Knight, Jellyman down the right. Leaves the ball behind but luckily finds Knight. Odebeko out to Brown. Gets his cross in. Header is on target but too easy for Pears. It's only our second effort on target. We've been playing 65 minutes. And it's Brown with the throw in. Bird to Brown again. Brown. Inside to Chaplin. Back to Brown. To Bird. Knight. Spins. Plays the ball through. And it's offside. Odebeko, and that just about sums up the day really. Derby 0, Reading 3. Still 20 minutes to go, but we ain't getting back into this. And it's another Reading attack, and it's headed onto the crossbar. Dara O'Shea, the one missing out on the chance to add his name to the score sheet this time. We have been nowhere near this today. Let's demand more one last time. Absolutely no point. And we're inside the last 10 minutes, still 3-0 down. And players dropping like flies at this stage. There's so many of them who need to come off but can't because we've made all our subs. The goalkeeper Lumley's had an absolute nightmare. He's on a 5.9 with less than a minute to go. It's Chaplin's free kick, but it's well over hit. It's out of play, and that is full time. So we'll go into the dressing room. I'm going to throw a water bottle because that was absolutely unacceptable. And I will give the after-match press conference in a moment off camera, and I will talk to you when we have a look at the full league table and the matches that we're going to come back for in the next episode. See you. Okay, so that defeat leaves us in 7th position, outside the playoffs on goal difference alone, and we will come back. Let's have a look. I'll bring you back for the in fact we'll just play a couple of games off camera, and I'll bring you back for Huddersfield and Nottingham Forest at home at the end of this month, and see if we can turn this form around, and that will be on the next episode, which will be tomorrow. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to my channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.